Hey everyone, welcome to Behind the Builds. Today I will be showing you my own creation of a modern jet. This is based off of the LEGO set 42097, the LEGO Technic Compact Crawler Crane. Alright, well with that being said, I'll just give you a kind of a first look. So it's massive. Here's my hand, just so you can kind of see the size. Start with the side view. Okay, so as you can tell, it's pretty long. This is actually the Volkswagen Beetle Lego box, the creator, unfolded out, and it's taken up almost all of it. Okay. Just kind of give you some other views really quick. Alright, top view. It's very hard to get this all in frame. Alright, and then a bottom view. Alright, and you guys are here to figure out the function, so let's just go straight into that. So as far as the main part of what I was wanting to do was to have a sliding type of mechanism, and so I actually created it right here. You can tell that these slide forward, both of these do, and what those do is those actually engage different gears to operate. I actually have a little cover right here that I will remove really quick just to kind of give you a show. It's super simple. Literally, I just made space for you just to pull it off, and then you just take it out. It looks just like that. Put your fingers right here, pull down. When you're pushing it back in, there's space right here to push. Alright, with that out of the way, you can see, so now these are just going to flop everywhere since that's what was holding them in. But there are gears right here. There's two of them, and when it's in this rear position, it interlocks with this gear, which is the shaft that controls this. Or when you slide it forward, it interlocks with a different gear, and the same as with said would be with this one. I don't know if you can see how well, but yeah. So that black gear connects to this gear, which connects to another black gear at the bottom of this actuator. So when you slide the right one forward, it interlocks with that. Now when you slide the left one forward, it goes over that tan, you can see this tan 22th gear, it just goes over that, so it controls that. Okay, so I'll just set that down. I'll just put the cover on really quick. So as far as the functions go, just folding back out. You already kind of saw one right there. It's the landing gear. The landing gear actually does, geez, wow, it's not locking up. I'll show you how I did that really quick. But the landing gear is able to roll. And I guess I'll first start by showing that. So you grab this far. It would be the pilot's right side, so I'll just hit the right side lever and you flip it forward. Now I've actually made it where these engines in the rear are what control it. So if you look, it controls all three gears at the same time. And then the reason why it's been falling is I have these right here as kind of like brakes, because when these are fully extended out, they hit this bar piece and stop, but I didn't want all the pressure to be on there, so I put these here. So occasionally what will happen is when these fall in, these will then fold one way or another, making it to where you have to readjust those. But all in all, it's just the basic design. You can see here what I did, having just a gear here, then one offset 90 degrees. Then I have this long shaft that goes through. Now this gear, this 20-tooth gear hits this 12-tooth gear, and this one's just on a regular blue friction pin, and that just prevents it from, when you're holding the plane upside down, from landing gear to flop. Right? That axle, or then it continues on a black axle, goes back into this gear, which this is, I guess, where the mechanism is happening. When you shift this lever forward up top, you're actually causing a gear to engage with this. So that's what's moving everything. And then the motion is just redirected here, through there, and then it goes through one axle to here, and vice versa to the opposite side. So you can kind of tell it's like off-centered, or like offset. So that's how that's controlled, is via this right knob. And it works very smoothly. I mean, again, like, there's no like real lock, so if you were to like to force it backwards or forwards really fast or whatever, put like a lot of pressure, it might collapse. Though I did try to make it to where they are a little bit extended past 90 degrees. That way there's a little bit of stability there. You can even see the seat and the control stick that you can move a little bit. As far as other functions go, I guess we'll just start off something else. So if you were to grab this left stick, and if you were to move it backward, what you do, here, let me just turn it around like this, so you guys can see clearly. Alright, roll it forward. So with this one back, you can then rotate this gear, and you actually control the flap right there. Again, the landing gear. But you get the gist though. Just lock that in. It's hard because the table it's on is slightly slanted, so it makes it a little bit harder. But yeah, so you pretty much get the gist though. You turn that, and then the flap moves. And then what I did to prevent the flap from just flopping down is right here. You can see there's a friction pin with another 8-tooth gear, which the 8-tooth gear is what this rests on, and you can kind of see some of like the shaft right there or whatever. And you can even do it manually. And you can even see that one engine move. Alright. And again, you can kind of see the landing gear lock, how it's kind of pointing down more. So you just gotta put it up a little bit. Alright. Turn it around. Okay. And then on the opposite side, it's the same type of thing. Whatever, I'll just keep it down. Flip that when it's down. Okay, but like I said, there is 2 switches for it. So if you were to engage this forward, just bring it right here so you can see, and then turn the right engine, you can actually see that it extends this actuator. And extend it all the way for you quick. And this is the air brake for the jet. Okay. So there you go. The landing gear has never given me a problem until I started the video, but that's often how videos go. So the basis of this again is just, you have these 2 levers that you can use to switch. So if I want, I could adjust the flap, or I could do that. The 2 engines, I guess, are what control the functions. This is just switch to which one you want to control. But if you look down here, here are the gears that turn, and then with these levers, if I move the right lever forward, if you look at that red axle, same thing with the left side. So that's just kind of showing you kind of more what happens. But yeah, so those engines control whichever gear that you control, and you can move the flaps on either side. So you can go up, both, down, however, which way, opposite, doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. They're independent of each other. There's the actuator and there's the landing gear, which again, until this video has worked flawlessly, more or less. I have suggestions of like lights on the wings. Again, the control stick on the underside of the vehicle. Here, let me just, and you can just turn this gear to load it to fold up the landing gear. I have guns that are right here that you can actually remove. They're pretty simple to make, and they're pretty easy to take off too, and it looks really nice and smooth with them off and with them on too. So let me just put that back in. And again, just until this video, everything goes, there you go, smooth. This piece is about where the center mass is. It's closer to this side than that side, which is nice. So if you want, you can use them like a stand, put it on there. It's something that I thought was really neat. I even tried to make suggestions of intakes, which is where the air comes in, or where air gets sucked in through fans. So these gears right here, the 24-tooth gray gears, are my implementations or suggestions of landing gear. As far as these gray cans go, I know that sometimes they can be very loose. I actually have this piece connecting them from one side of it to the other. I don't know if you can, geez, yeah, you can't really see, but in through, through here. So without it, they are pretty loose, and you can kind of see some of like the functions and stuff like that there. But it's really simple. You just put it on, and then this piece I had just used to sandwich this together like that. Just flip it out again. Alright, so there you go. There is a brief look at behind the build from my own creation of a Lego Technic modern jet. Thanks.